Well, I don't know whether you know this. We usually have something called financial traumas. Before I even say anything, let me just lay the foundation. Have you ever seen somebody who maybe they had married and they have divorced? They usually come out of that thing with bitterness. Probably you might see them on the social media telling you, never get married. Marriage is the worst thing you can ever get yourself into. Or maybe somebody started a business, let's say a serious business, and then the business went sour, they lost a lot of money. They're like, oh my goodness, I hate Sirius. Sirius is not a good business. I cannot advise anybody to start that. You see, you're suffering from trauma. You cannot make, I don't know whether that's in an inductive reasoning or deductive reasoning, picking a single example to draw a conclusion. See, financial traumas are there, they are real. And how can you know that you're suffering from financial traumas and they can actually hold you back from actually realizing your full potential? Most of the people are suffering from the financial traumas. And what are they? Behind me are 5 of them that I'm going to discuss in details. And guess what? I ain't going to just show you what are the financial traumas. I'm going to offer you a suggestive, what we call solutions to actually snatch yourself out of it so that you grow yourself. Remember, this is Good Joseph, and I'm on a mission not to make the world a better place, but your pocket a better place. And I post a video each and every day. So if you don't want to miss any good of my videos, go ahead and hit that like button. Make sure that you subscribe. What's the importance? I know you can even watch this video and ignore. Even if I don't like it, Good Joseph won't even know. Come on. But you're missing one thing. You'll never be notified whenever I upload a new good video, especially this time round where the economies are going just like this. We don't know even next what will happen. Keep updated by simply subscribing, turning that notification bell, and leaving me a comment on the comment section. Let's get into the business, okay? Financial trauma number 1. It is your financial background, how you were brought up. By the way, would you imagine if you go to these big cities you guys are living, most of the people are suffering from the financial background. You find, I'm a millennial, okay? And the way we were brought up, of course, we were brought up by the baby boomers. Those are our parents, okay? Now, these baby boomers, they were so bitter with life. You find that they were telling us, hey, money does not grow on trees. You just want money every time. There was a time actually when by the way, I grew up, I wasn't even wearing shoes. I know it sounds like funny thing, but it's true. I think I wore my first shoe when I was, not really my first shoe. There was a time I didn't even have shoes when I was going to school. And I remember there was a time my shoe got torn up and the parents were like on top of me, like, you know what? They were making it look like as if I was the one who literally like tore the shoe or something. They were so bitter. And then I used to ask myself, why are these guys so bitter? And then I realized, wow, it is because of money. It is not there. And then they used to sell the idea of money is a scarce commodity. It is not there, does not grow on trees. You have to keep it. You have to do this. Da, 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 da. So most of the people grew up with that fear of money. They are like, oh my goodness, the moment you get it, hold it dear, hold it closer to you. Don't do nothing about it. Just save it. Keep it. Don't do nothing. And of course, that is what people are suffering from. And that's why the moment I come here, I try to debunk that, to tell you unlearn, to relearn, to tell you invest. You ask me a million questions. For example, if somebody calls me and asks me, how authentic is the stocks market buying? This thing has been there for hundreds of years. But the guy is asking me, how can I even lose money? I understand. I know this person is suffering from traumas. They are suffering. Some of the people, the background, they grew up in a broke life. So there's so much fear. By the way, I don't know whether, go do this research. Do you know if there is something that rich people fear a lot is to go back, to slip back to poverty? Do you know if I tell you this? Rich people, they fear a lot getting back into poverty, or they work as hard as they can not to slip back to poverty, more than the poor people work hard to actually get into the riches. I don't know that makes sense. If it does, congratulations. Now, the point is that background that you had, that how you are brought up, matters a lot towards you achieving that particular thing. So, financial background can actually deter you. So, what do? Simple thing. Relate to people who are trying things. Relate to people who are getting off the cocoon. They are bursting out the bubble. They are trying their first steps of investing. It's not a thing that you can achieve within a snap of a button. No, or click of a button. You actually get to learn yourself slowly by slowly. You start investing as little as you can, as you understand, Get your financial advisor to take you through, to help you, to tell you, hey, guess what? There are classification of investments. We have high risk, moderate risk, low risk, capital preservation. You can be able to do this. The essential, the importance of investing and all those kind of things. It takes time. But the moment you break off from that particular cocoon, you can be able to realize the beauty of the other side. And number two, you find people are bitter. They are literally bitter about life. They are bitter about where they came from. They are bitter about their parents. They blame everybody because they are poor. They blame the government because they are poor. They blame the course that they studied on the university. Everything, like, they are just bitter, literally. These are the people you find like, hey, you know what? And the moment you find a reason, the moment you find reasons to justify why you are poor by simply saying it is because I am poor because someone is rich, you're simply saying there's nothing I can do unless that guy becomes poor. That is the only way I can become rich. Listen, I understand the government has failed a lot of people, and not only in Africa, but globally. But does not mean that they hold 100% keys to your success. Absolutely no. Go to any typical poor country, you'll still find people who are wealthy. Go to Google, search the poorest countries on earth. I don't want to mention names here. Go search those countries. You'll find there are still wealthy people there. You'll find people who are doing good in that particular country. And they do not have necessarily to be working from the government or for the government, but they have tried the best as they can to do that. And listen, I'm not saying that hard work will ultimately make you wealthy. No, there are elements of luck that you need for you to become wealthy. So tapping people's back and telling them they are poor because they are not hard workers, I don't think that is one is right. Just tell them, control the controllables. Work as hard as you can as you wait for the lucky day to come, and show up every day. You never miss the lucky day. So what am I trying to say? It is, make sure that you are not bitter about life. Because the moment you become bitter, you become lazy. Because you don't want to be self-accountable. I've ever find people who are not even, they don't want to be accountable for whatever they have done. They just feel, believe that they are right in everything and anything that they are doing. That is actually a very bad sign. So make sure that at least you shake off the bitterness, appreciate, do what you can. For example, by the way, if I did what my friends used to do and tell me to do, I wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't be knowing who is Good Joseph. You go check my like 3-year-old video. See where I used to make my videos from. See the way I used to behave and such kind of a thing. So it tells you a lot. It tells you that you have to be out there. You have to be an individual who do not ride on the excuses that are out there. You find the people saying that there is no money. No, not that there is no money. You do not have money. Those are two different things. It's not that there is no money. And that's why I tell people, if you think there is no money, just walk. Move to places. See how people behave and relate. And that's why I loved walking in these luxurious malls and whatever. Just see people, what kind of a lunch are they taking? What kind of a cars are they driving? So that it can tell me, hey, you know what? No, there is still money. I think I need to do 1, 2, 3. So that you get what I'm saying. Now, the point number 3 is the previous fails. You find there's something that you were doing before. You failed. Now here you coming with traumas, like the example I was giving you, like for the marriage, or maybe you're coming here with traumas of a business. You started a cosmetic business, it failed. Now here you are advising everybody on the internet, you should not start a business, that particularly on the cosmetics. Now listen, probably you didn't even ask yourself, why did that business fail? It maybe it's because of you. By the way, do you know that businesses don't fail? We are the one who fails. We are the one who fails the business. Probably the way you started that business was not the right particular location. It was not the right idea. Maybe probably the person who had employed was the problem. Probably you are the problem. The way you handled the financial management and all those, the pricing of your products, you didn't have identify whether the market was needing that particular thing. You started that business only out of your passion. And remember one thing, passion will only lead you to that what you are just happy to do. And listen, we don't grow when you are in a comfort zone. We need to be uncomfortable for us to grow. Are we together? You can be passionate about something that cannot even make you money. So go beyond passion. Yes, I'm passionate about this thing, but will people even buy whatever I'm selling if I'm passionate about it? You see, find somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, they are passionate about football and people love to watch football. Of course, we will pay them when they are playing. But if you are passionate about a certain game that you have never had, so you're passionate about it, but you never even make money out of it. Anyway, it is what it is. I hope I'm making sense out of that. Point number 4, Big Mac theory. There's something I call Big Mac theory. Big Mac theory simply means that you only have this mentality at the back of your head that You will start investing once you make substantive amount of money or more money. That's the time. Hey, you know, Joseph, I can't start investing now. I don't earn a lot of money. So I'm looking forward. Once I have more money, then I'll be able to invest. And I ask you, how much is more money? You don't have a definite figure. You're just saying, once I make more money, I'll be able to invest. Now, come on. That is not the way we go about it. You invest starting from what you have, no matter how small it is. Try to maneuver around of having some surplus for you to invest. If you ride on excuses, if you ride on inequities, or hey, I can't do this, I can't do the other, no, 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 no. Even when you get that more money, you'll never invest it. I gave a case scenario of an individual who was working here back at home in Kenya. He was earning 17,000. That's like 170,000, $170 or something per month. And then he got an opportunity to go outside the country, and now he earns 84,000 in the Gulf country. Now, from 17,000 to 84,000. When he was here, he was saving 4,000, 3,000 per month, and he was channeling that money towards an investment. And now he's earning 84,000, he's saving 10,000. Now you are like, you're earning 17, you are saving 4. Now you're earning 84, you are saving 10. What went wrong? What's going on? And then you realize these are the people you find that they have the mentality of the moment you have an increment in terms of salary, you improve your life. And there's nothing wrong with improving your life, but you improve your life too early. You know, you shift from one place to the other, you know, even where you shop, you shift, where you take your kids, you shift like everything. Within a snap of a finger, everything has changed. And you never realize anything. And I said, okay, if you thought it was right to do, then why are you calling me? He said, you know what? I've realized it's not the right thing to do. Absolutely, it's not. Has never been, will never be. What you do, you don't upgrade your life like almost instantly. What you do, there where you live, it is where you actually find out, hey, how can I make it from where I am? You know, I love borrowing examples from the Bible. Why? Because if you take an example of Moses, he was asked, you know, he was being sent by God, I don't know, in the land of Egypt to secure the Israel people and what have you. And then he said, I have nothing. The God asked him, what do you have? I only have, I don't know what on my hand. And you use that. So it's all about what you have. What you have is what you can move around with. Excuse me, is what you move around with, and is what actually you make yourself something out of it. That is exactly how we do it. We got the last point is that you're scared or scarce mentality, plus you have this spender mentality. Especially, this one is affected by the first point. If you grow from a financial constraints, whereby maybe you say your family was broke. I don't have to use the term poor, because poor means there's something different. So the broke life actually developed a poor poverty mentality, and now the poverty mentality. So maybe let's say, for example, I used to really love eating meat a lot. I still do. I love eating meat. And of course, we didn't have all the financial muscles to sustain us eating meat each and every day. So of course, I used to be like, you know what? Once I grow up, I'll be eating meat a lot. Okay, I still do eat meat. That's for sure. For those who know me, know me. I do eat meat a lot. But the point is, there's some of the things that you never grew up with. So you are like, the moment I get money, I'll be enjoying that. Or I'll be making sure that my kids will enjoy that. There's nothing wrong with it. To a point whereby you even become a spender, you know? That trauma that you're suffering from has actually propagated you to become a spender, that you cannot even save anything because you just want to sustain your life, enjoy, and all those kind of things, and then you get yourself on a crisis. Anyway, guys, guess what? That marks the end of this video, but it's not the end of me posting a video every day. So stay put, see the next one. But don't forget, if you'd like to have a conversation with me, make sure that you hit that, take that number from the description, call me, let's talk business. So goodbye, see you next one.